What it is, what it do, cyber world. It is your girl, the one and only Ash Said It, ashsaidit.com, ashsaidit.com. Welcome back to the Ash Said It Daily podcast show. I appreciate each and every one of you guys for supporting the movement, which is ashsaidit.com, the positive vibes, the positive energy that you've been sending my way. And you never know who's going to come through to the show. You never know who I'm going to snatch up, from cyber world. And today is no different. I have one of your favorites influences from across the board, people, okay? I'm talking about radio, blog, reality TV, motivational speaker. You guys know her as Gossip Viv, talking about Miss Vivian Billings. Hi, Vivian.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Yourself today?
I'm good. I'm trying to get this day over with. I've had a long day.
I appreciate you for making time for us, but we cut off with you. All right, Vivian. So first and foremost, let our audience know where you're from. Where do you represent?
I'm from Southside Jamaica, Queens, New York City.
For you, Vivian, what was the catalyst to starting your career in media?
I've always kind of been in media. I've been in this entertainment industry 2001 when Myspace was really hot, and I kind of started just blogging about certain things on we didn't know it was called blogging back then.
Mm-hmm.
Just venting, so to speak, on MySpace. And at the time, my husband was in the process of creating a magazine on a DVD format. Mm-hmm. And he was one of the first individuals ever to have a magazine on a DVD. And I'm proud to say that I helped him. I helped him book the artists. And it was called All Access DVD Magazine. And then that started a trend because after him came Smack, and then Cocaine City, and then, Fendi had, it just seemed like everybody had DVD after that. Yeah. That's how I started.
So with that background, would you say that it was somewhat easy for you to kind of roam into, radio, reality TV, and then this is 50?
Started with me helping my husband, but also, when you're on the phone talking to people all the time and getting to know them and trying to find out what their schedule is, you build relationships, and then if you go to a photo shoot and you go to a certain event and these people are there and you're chatting, it's like, hey, I speak to you all the time on the phone, but now I get to see you, and you build that relationship. I was around a lot of industry events at one point in my life. I would hear people like Wendy Williams report on it, Angie Martinez report on it, and I felt like since I was there, I could report on it too in my very own little way. Mm-hmm. And so that I started writing. I always was good at writing. That was my thing. I've always been great at writing. And so, I started from MySpace. Then I went and started my own blog. And my blog became very popular. The radio personalities started reporting on it, and even a few radio personalities said, "Hey, we need you to come up here and report on what you know, because we're getting the stories from you." So I did radio, and then some of my stories were really, really juicy and causing a lot of controversy. That it eventually caught the attention of VH-1 execs, and they were in the midst of putting together a docuseries about 7 women in entertainment, in media, right, and how they go about getting their interviews and stuff like that. And I happened to be one of those women. Mona Scott Young was the producer of the show, and one of the producers of the show, let me say that. It was on from there. And then after that first season of VH1, The Gossip Gang, then, I didn't even have to interview for a job. The good folks at This Is 50 offered me a job, and I took it because why not? That's 50. He's from the same hood as me. I'll work there.
Be it that this is an industry that is, let's not lie, this is male-dominated. You see very few females. Radio, television, things of that nature, we're not heavily represented. For you, what was some of the biggest challenges that you faced as being a female in this industry?
The biggest challenges I've faced, even to this very day, is the fact that I can't be everywhere. I would love to be, but I can't. And it's because I have a family. I have kids. I have 6 kids. Whether 2 of them are grown and 4 in the house, I still have 6 kids. Once you're a mother, you're always a mother. Mm-hmm. I'm a wife. I can't be everywhere. Certain things my husband is not cool with. And then I'm the type of mom that I can't just leave my kids with anybody. So if my husband can't watch them, or one of my older ones can't watch their brother or sister, it's just a lot of that. And I'm not going to lie to you. Sometimes I get discouraged, I should have went to this event. I should have made that sacrifice. But it's like, I really can't.
Yeah.
I really can't.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's one of the biggest obstacles, even until this day, that I face a lot.
Aww. But yeah, well, you're still in circulation, still very viable, because everybody's still checking to see, what is Viv up to next? What's she doing? What's going on with Viv? So let's talk.
I pop out every now and again.
You Lisa, that's the best time to do it. That's the best way to do it, I should say. It's just, you don't let folks know when you just pop up on the scene. Wham, bam, I'm there. What's up? You were venting a little bit a few days ago, and that's when we got into contact about, you're getting a little personal as far as friendships and connections go, because now you're no longer in New York. Can we talk a little bit about what brought you from New York to where you are now?
I really didn't want to leave New York. I really had no intention of leaving New York. But my husband and I, we were looking to purchase a house. We were at a point where I rented a house. When we were in New York, we rented a house, which was really expensive. And I had gotten pregnant with my last child 2 years ago, and then I was kind of laid off. And I'm not gonna lie, we were struggling. Not struggling in a sense that we were broke, but in a sense that all of our bills were paid, but nothing left over to hang out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we were white people broke.
Everything's taken care of, but you ain't got no extra. I got you.
Everything is taken care of. We just can't chill the way we want. Eating out comes to a whole. Going to the movies. Certain things we just couldn't do because everything else had to get paid.
Yeah.
We were looking to buy a house in New York, and we were looking and looking. What you would consider, what you would imagine is a shack in New York would be like $400,000. I just felt like, why are we spending so much money? I said, why would we even want to spend so much money? We have a lot of kids.
Yeah.
So my husband was looking into Atlanta, and then I kind of felt like, well, all of his support, his family, his mom, his sisters, they're out there, and then I would be really away from my family completely because I have no family in Atlanta. And so I said, well, we got to kind of come to a compromise where we're both in a situation where the supports are not too far, but we're somewhere in the middle. And so we decided Charlotte. And, although I love my home, I love the space, I love the price of everything out here, I miss home.
Yeah. So how often do you get to travel up back to New York?
I travel as often as I can, but realistically, it's, I can't do it all the time. I work out here, my kids go to school, and so, I try to go as often as I can. Like, so far I've been to New York twice this year.
Okay.
And I'm going to do my book tour towards next month. Not next month, October. I'm going to start my book tour, and I'll be in New York a lot because, a lot of my fan base and a lot of my support is in New York.
Yes.
So I'm going to be going out there a lot more towards the end of the year for that.
Yeah.
But, I try to go as much as possible.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's what I wanted to get into next. Let's talk about this new book project.
Yes, my new book, How I Came to Accept Him, is going to be dropped on October 10th. But you can pre-order the book. There's a pre-order link on my Instagram. You can click on it. It's available for pre-order at Barnes & Noble, Amazon.com, Books A Million. Anywhere you can think of that they sell books, my book is there. And it's a story actually about a mother's love. And anybody that saw the show VH-1's The Gossip Game, they know my story where I was struggling with a lot of people would say my child's sexuality. And it wasn't really so much that. It was my child was exposed and didn't need to be. And they were. And then I thought it was a sexuality thing, but it was more a sexual identity thing, which is totally different.
Right.
And that was my struggle. Like, I didn't care if my child wanted to be gay or a lesbian. I really struggled with the transitioning, you know what I'm saying, from female to male. That
Absolutely.
was what bothered me.
Yeah.
So about my struggles, my experiences, that parents who are dealing with the same very thing, they're not the only one who's going through it. You know what I'm saying? I'm someone who has been through that, been through that, done it, and it's brought me to a place where me and my child are a lot closer than we've ever been because of those struggles and hardships.
Absolutely. And Vivian, just your courage to open up your life even more to the world about your situation and what you've gone through, and from your resume preceding itself, from all the lives that you've touched, from your celebrity interviews, from the blog, from the radio, from everything else, and all the ways that you go out and everything that you have been involved in. What advice would you have to any young person now that's listening to us that's like, hey, you know what? I think I have this blog thing, or I want to be in media. What advice would you offer?
My only advice would be to someone is, if you're going to be a part of this entertainment world, is to be consistent, because you're going to hear a lot of no's before you hear the yes that you need to hear. You can run down accolades after accolades, but people don't know all the failures that happened before you got that one accolade. Like I told you, I've been in this game since 2001. No one ever heard of me until 2013. So that's 12 years.
Yeah.
That nobody knew who I was. I mean, personally, people knew who I was, but no one knew me on a level, where I am now. So it took 12 years. And even now, I still don't feel like I am where I need to be.
Right.
I feel like I could be doing more. So my thing is just to stay consistent. Keep doing. Don't let one man stop your show. That's a place where I come from.
Absolutely. Well, I thank you so much, Mama, and I appreciate those kind words that you've shared with our audience. Viv, let everybody know the best way to get in contact with you if they need to get that book. I know you said it's on pre-order. Where they need to go and scoop that up, let them know.
Yes, definitely. The book, it's titled How I Came to Accept Him. It's by my government name, Vivian Billings, and I wrote that book from the bottom of my heart. It's on pre-order link at Barnes & Noble, Amazon.com. You can go to my Instagram at Gossip Viv, and you can click on the link there. It'll bring you right to the pre-order link. It is dropping October 10th. And I'm just hoping that it helps somebody. My email is on my Instagram as well. You can email me and, reach out to me that way.
Sounds like a
plan.
And
of course, you can check out any of my interviews on thisis50.com.
Get it. Absolutely get it. So thank you so much, Vivian, and much more success to you, my sister.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Always positive, good vibes, good energy. I appreciate you guys for supporting the movement, which is asserts.com. Thank you so much for tuning in and for downloading the show. Keep in mind, anyone to tell you that you can't do what you want to do, you look them square in the face and tell them, don't believe me, just watch. Watch what I do. Watch me make it happen. Watch me make history. Because that's what we're doing this for. We're doing this for the history book. Social media is nice, it's cool, it's fun, but real life is so much better. I'm going to holler at y'all later.